Now I'm just going to clean things up by turning off my upper votive layer because it's so horrible looking, don't you know? And now I'm going to take this object and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it in order to create some duplicate versions of this smart object that are all based on the original. So I'm going to create a couple of additional scaled versions of this votive off to the right-hand side. And to do that, I'm going to need some alignment abilities here. And I have those alignment abilities built into Photoshop in the form of smart guides. So I'm going to go up to the View menu, and I'm going to choose Show, and I'm going to choose Smart Guides. Now, you may or may not have to do this. If you see a check mark in front of Smart Guides, then it's already turned on. If you don't, go ahead and turn it on by selecting it. And I now have Smart Guides set up. Now, nothing happens immediately. It's once you start dragging things around that you're going to see the Smart Guides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the Control key, press and hold the Control key as well as the Shift key. And the Control key is going to go ahead and get me the Move tool temporarily. And the Shift key is going to constrain the direction of my drag. And I'm also going to press the Alt key in order to clone this object. So this is Command Shift Option drag on the Mac. And notice as I do this, I am seeing those smart guides helping me, telling me that I am indeed staying in alignment with my original object. That means I could go ahead and release the Shift key at this point. And when I'm in alignment with various parts of the original votive, like the center of the votive, then I'm going to see a smart guide line telling me that I am indeed in alignment. If I drag down here, I don't have the Shift key down now. I am also going to see those guides, and I'm going to snap into place. And when my cursor turns white, then I've got a snap going. So this new votive is exactly horizontally aligned with respect to the first one. Both at the top, at the bottom, and in the center is what those three lines mean. All right, I'm going to go ahead and release those objects in order to create a duplicate of the original smart object. And I can see that I've got a duplicate right here in the Layers palette. There's my duplicate layer, and it's got this little smart object icon that's telling me that indeed it is a smart object as well. Now, it's called lower votive copy. Turns out both of these votive items are now linked to a single smart object, and we'll see how wonderful that is in just a moment. All right, I'm going to take this new smart object. I'm going to press Control-T, Command-T on the Mac. I'm going to reduce its size. I'm going to press the Enter key in order to accept that scaling. I'm going to create a new version, Control-Alt-Drag, once again to create a new version of that votive. And I'm going to drag it down so that it is overlapping the first one and exactly aligned with the first one too.